Next topic. I beat Ghost of Tsushima 10 different times.
Lord have mercy.
What?
Why is this game so amazing? So, main reason why I started playing this game again, it's because of the new Assassin's Creed Shadows game.
Yeah.
So we had our review on not a review, I guess kind of like our first impressions of the trailer and stuff like that. And everyone's like talking about it and like, oh, Assassin's Creed should have done this a long time ago. And yada this, yada that. And I was just sitting there watching the gameplay and I was just like, I really want to play Ghosts again. So I did. I jumped back into it. And dear God, it still hits me. It still hits me every time with this fucking story. I don't know why. I had my girlfriend over and I'm sitting there playing the game and I got to the point where I fought with Ryu, the Straw Hat leader. Mm-hmm. And I started crying. I was just like, fuck,
gotcha.
Dude, it got me again. It got me again. I haven't even made it through like the big like turning point in this game, but like everything about this game, they did very well. And I know the developers came out and said that they used a lot of their inspiration from Red Dead Redemption 2, which you can see it with this game. But like how well put together this game is and to this year is still like a phenomenal game. And I highly recommend you guys playing it before you play Assassin's Creed Shadows. Is that what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like it is an open world game, but for some reason it feels like a complete open world, right? You guys played it.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So every like little town you run into or every person you talk to, it felt complete. And like whenever I'm playing this game, I'm just into the world. And that is it. Just how the weather changes and like depending on what you do and stuff like that, there's different clouds. It's just ridiculous. But hands down, I don't know. I appreciate this game so fucking much. So
It's done a lot for gaming. It's done a lot for the Japanese people who it's highly acclaimed in Japan for being so accurate to everything.
yeah,
Which is awesome to see that they would recognize this game. I forget, but I think one of the people, or not one of the people, what is it? Dang, I forgot. I'll have to find it. There's the exact thing, but something about like if you're going to Japan, like they recommend this game or like this is a way to get like
Familiar with the culture.
yeah,
the
culture and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a whole like bureau and stuff and term that they use, and I can't remember off the top of my head.
I got you.
Yeah. No, it's a fascinating game. I think this is one of the first games in a long time where I oftentimes, and they also have a really good photo mode in this game.
Yep.
And I would stop and pause and like play with the photo mode and like have it drop like the little flowers and stuff as I was like, freeze framing that thing, and I make it an animated picture so I get all the cool like looks and stuff there. And I was like, man, this game is gorgeous every step of the way. It's always beautiful. You get up on top of a mountain, you climb those, what do they call those areas? You had to like do the little jumping challenges, shrines, yeah. And you get up on this high whatever, and you look around, and you're like, damn, I can go there. I can climb that.
So speaking of that, like, why do you think this game, compared to an Assassin's Creed game like Valhalla, with the open world, and because Valhalla was beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So why do you think this game is better than Valhalla?
I do. Yeah.
And why is that? Why, like, what is the pivotal point in that?
I think it's got personality. Like really good. Valhalla did do a really good job at trying to capture the Viking, Norse, mythical kind of stuff and everything. And they did. It's one of the better examples of that in an Assassin's Creed game. But I think in this one, just like the little attention to details with like, the Japanese characters when you transition from like mission to mission, the fact that they pulled away the HUD so much and was like, let's use air, gusts of wind to guide you, or like the birds, or like things that were part of the environment. I think it was really, really fascinating and well done. And
the cherry on top is that they added story to those
There's another thing.
to those
it was all
those
intentional,
elements.
yeah.
It's like the wind is your dad and the birds are your mom, and those are the spirits that guide you in the game.
Yeah.
It's like
When you like, you
It's not
have the
just
little like
there.
smoke pews and stuff, like you don't
Yeah.
open up a map and see like thousands of icons.
Yes.
I mean, there's still icons and stuff like that, but you didn't really. Whereas in Ubisoft, you open the map and find a waypoint and mark it and just go there. In this, it's like you don't have to open your map. You just look out and be like, I'm going to go over here because
Yep.
there's like smoke.
There's
rising
black
up or
smoke
something.
happening.
Yeah.
So that is more than likely an enemy camp.
Right.
And there's white smoke happening over here is more than likely there's a fire pit or something going on.
Yeah.
So there's a side objective.
Yeah. So that's a big reason for sure.
Okay. So you think Ubisoft kind of failed at that point with their open world experience? You weren't immersed into it.
I mean, I think I was immersed into that, but I'm more immersed definitely into this because it's just what they did everything that Ubisoft has done, but they've done everything better in Ghost of Tsushima, which is what I feel like is going to be the case when Shadows comes out, is that it just, you'll always hearken it back to this, and be like, well, it's not as good as this or something to compare it to. And that kind of sucks for Shadows, but it's like, it's unfortunate. I mean, it's, it is what it is,
Yeah. And I think what mostly gets me with Ghost of Tsushima, and I think that's like one of the main reasons why I replay it in the same way, because you guys rewatch movies over and over again, right? Or TV shows or anything like that, because it puts you in a familiar, good spot, because you know the outcome, no matter how sad or happy you're going to get with it. I think the story with this, how Jin is developed through this, is because he was like a fucking samurai, like loyal to the core on doing that. But what brings honor to him is helping people.
Yeah.
And he comes to a realization that helping people, I need to do whatever I can. So I need to basically kind of go down to the level of the other people, of the Mongolians, and fight the way that they need to fight, so I can defend. Because what honor brings me is the people, is saving people. And I think the story is just so well developed, and the environment helps that so much, of running into these small encounters constantly back and forth.
When I think to even add more to what was already a perfect game, like they captured the essence of like what I see in Japanese culture, which obviously I'm not an expert in that, but like all of that felt so real and authentic. But then it's like, then they bring out Ghost of Tsushima Legends, and then they're like, hey, we're gonna get into all the like the like the supernatural kind of things of the historical context there, and like that whole piece of it was like really fascinating and interesting, And that was like, I mean, that also seemed like they did totally did their research and homework on that.
The legends told the story of Jin.
Yeah.
And that's because they thought of him as a spirit.
Yeah.
And that he was taken. That's why we redid some of the missions in Legends as the same, and we did it as 4 people, because they thought like 4 people were actually going in there, and there were spirits of these, not demons, but of ghost people going in there, because no one man can do that.
Yeah.
So, and the free DLC with
No
Legends.
one man can have all that power.
So,
yeah. Yeah, it's a great game. I kind of would like to. This is a game that if I were to replay a game, it would be this one. I don't know if I will, but because it's a lot, and I probably like go down that rabbit hole of like wanting to beat it all again. But it was great. The only thing there was only like 2 little things that I didn't like. I feel like there was the I don't know how important the crafting part of it was for me.
there you go.
But like because it felt kind of Horizon Zero Dawn in that way, of like in Horizon Zero Dawn is like a way heavy emphasis on crafting. Didn't like that as much because it kind of took me out of like there was the gamey piece of an ungamey game.
Yeah.
No, that's it. Oh wait, no, I think there was a few too many missions that were just like follow this person here to there. But other than that, it was great.
Yeah, but those few missions here and there were just like,
And there were great story development moments too. 'Cause it's like you're following these different side characters that had great backstories.
and with those side characters, like the main 4, right? They help develop Jin as a whole person.
Yeah.
Is to be the Ghost of Tsushima. And like I appreciate those side objectives with those main characters. But the other side missions is like kind of just there, but it was a pivotal part of the story. Like keep moving forward.
Yeah.
So,
And there was some rough ones. I mean, there was one where I think there was there was one where you went to like a whole village was like burned down, and it was because of like some other Mongols or whatever that did it, and he had to go track down. I think there was somebody that, well, actually, no, this is unrelated, but who was a little trader guy that would go around with you that was like a little mischievous and stuff,
fucking,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He had like wine and or
Kenji.
sake.
Yeah,
Kenji.
he was always like a little, he was.
Little sake farmer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a little crooked, in his ways, but he was a good, funny
Jen
kind of
was
character.
trying to like convert him into being like use your fucking sneakiness for good.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't
Right,
until towards the end.
right.
But yeah, I think what really helped this game compared to like Assassin's Creed is those side missions helping to move forward with the story and help develop Jen as a character. And I think that's what annoys me with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because it gets to a point where you're doing ridiculous side missions that mean nothing. Mean absolutely zero shit. You're following this person for nothing and like
A lot of filler.
A shit ton of filler. And like with the map itself, the map's huge, but
Which one?
With
Valhalla.
Oh, okay.
with Valhalla and Tsushima is huge.
Yeah.
It's a big map, but the environment helped tell the story as well. Like you were saying, with his dad being the wind and like his mother being the animals and stuff like that. It just helped develop that story even more. And you didn't feel like you were just doing a nonsense side quest. You were actually doing something for a purpose. And there was a sense of discovery with that too. You can go out and find different random stuff. But this game, like, I don't think I hate to say this, big fan of Assassin's Creed, but I think they missed everything, a golden opportunity for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Because this game came out, and I don't think they can top this. And that's what
the bar set high. The only thing that could top this is probably Ghost of Tsushima 2. Whatever that's going to be,
Yeah, and like, I'm not saying this game's perfect. There's a lot of improvements they can do, like what Brett said with the crafting mechanics. Like if you run out of arrows and you find some like bamboo or some shit, you can craft arrows on the fly. Kind of wish they did something like that. And with the tracking system, like I don't know if you guys remember or not, but like tracking people down.
Yeah.
You had to look at mud prints, which is fine,
yeah.
but after a while you get lost in the sauce because of the environment is so like there.
Yeah.
Right.
You lose track of it, and those missions kind of annoy me with that. And then like the side quests, some of them like the main side quests with your main four, it is fine, but the other little tiny side quests felt kind of like empty and left open. But yeah, I really wish they would improve on the crafting system. The survival aspect of the game, I don't think they need to introduce survival stuff into the sequel. I think that will like not be great, but everything else is phenomenal. And I think this game still holds up till now. Like,
Like
It still looks
switching
amazing.
stances and stuff like that was just so fluid and great. We've played other games where there's stances like that for sword combat. I just has not. This has felt like the best.
yeah. And then the multiplayer, man. I wish they would introduce more. Like, I get it. It was a free DLC and stuff like that. But man, we had so much fun like running through that. I kind of wish they would.
Yeah, it was a good couple months for sure.
And then I wish you can have an animal companion.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Like what kind of companion?
Like a dog?
Oh yeah.
'Cause you kill so many fucking dogs in this game, especially in the third act. Like there's so many dogs you kill.
That's true.
And I'm like, I kind of wish I kind of had a dog of my own.
That would kill them, so you don't have
kill
to.
them so I don't have to. You know.
Do you think they could add on a multiplayer component where it's like the samurai versus the Mongols? Like someone is
Oh.
invading an area,
Invading an
or
area?
you have to defend an area, and so you just have like multiplayer.
Ooh. That
Like
would be
larger
interesting.
scale multiplayer, you thinking?
Not necessarily.
Like what? How many?
Maybe
Like,
like 5-on-5.
Okay.
Or, I mean, you have like bots
Or they
with
can
you.
even do almost like a
it could be
what's
kind
that
of cool.
game? Rainbow Six, where Mongolians are like defending an area and the other guys try to sneak in.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
You could do so many different variations on that.
Yeah.
Like raise the fortress. So like you have to complete these objectives, so you kind of have to like hold multiple points as the defenders.
Yeah.
And someone could be ninjas and they can just be or ghosts. Sorry,
Ghosts
go in and be all
Try to hold a
stealthy,
point.
or you just you go
Kind
in
of
as
like
samurai.
kind of an asymmetric multiplayer game, like where you have maybe 3 samurais and then like 10 up to 10 people that can be like Mongols or whatever, but like they have to defend a base, but the other 2 have a lot more abilities and skills
and stuff.
to
That'll be cool.
sneak around and do that stuff, kind of like a Evil Dead or whatever,
Yeah.
kind of asymmetric kind of vibe.
But with the single player aspect of things, I kind of wish the customization was a little bit better, because there was a lot of outfits that I wanted, but I wanted the buffs for her.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost like a Spider-Man.
They need
Do
like
a Spider-Man
transmog.
treatment where
Yeah,
you can
treatment to
detach
it.
the 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that'd be nice.
yeah, there was a lot of different little things with that. But beyond that, I think what really helps this game is just the story.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that story gets me every time, and I try not to, because my girlfriend was watching me play it, and like I knew what was going to happen, but I just started crying. And I was like, "Fuck, dude,
Yeah,
seriously." I was like, "Be a man, be a goddamn man."
you are a man.
I am a man. So
Like, I'll cry every time watching God of War, where Kratos has to tell Atreus, "I killed my father." I was like,
Oh.
"This is the whole game. You've been like keeping the truth, and now it's revealed." And Atreus is like, "What the fuck, Dad?"
but yeah,
Oh, it's so good.
I don't know what y'all are doing. I don't ever cry. I don't know what you're talking about.
are you
I know.
fucking kidding
You're
me?
not a man.
You're not a man.
No, yeah, never cry. Never once. No,
I'll make
no.
you cry.
So what do you what do you guys want to see with Ghost of Tsushima 2?
More cowbell. No, I'm just kidding.
More cowbell.
I would like it to have a co-op feature.
For like a separate mode, like they're doing
No,
with
I-
Legends.
Well, I mean, I don't know where the story's going to be. So, assuming the story could allow a co-op feature, I'm thinking about like Assassin's Creed 3
Yeah.
Brotherhood, where you had like other people
Ooh,
like come in. So like you and other assassins,
ghosts?
other ghosts. Like that'd be kind of cool.
But was
so
that
it's like
was that during the whole story, or was that just like moments like that happened?
Oh, and
in
Brotherhood.
I
Brotherhood,
can't
you
remember.
can recruit members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can call them out to help you.
Right,
Yeah.
but that was
And there was, like, a
AI
recharge
though,
time.
right?
It was
Yeah,
AI.
it was
Yeah.
AI.
But you could have it where the AI, or if you have people, they can come in with you.
Well,
And fill those roles.
well, we have to go along with the story. The Mongolians, we stopped them from Tsushima,
Okay.
and now Jin is wanted
Okay.
after like doing all his bad shit.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure the Mongolians are still going towards Japan. He just stopped it from Tsushima.
Okay.
So,
So what's next, you think?
I don't know. I feel like Jin's going to deal with a difficult side depending. So that's another thing that I wish they would improve on, because this was supposed to be a kind of like well, as we can tell, a story-based game, but the morality system of good and
yes,
bad
yes.
and the different endings. That's what I want to see in the second one. Because I think this one they were pushing the boundaries, because we know Sucker Punch from Infamous, they had 2 different outcomes depending on how far you went on what side. So I kind of wish they did that with this one. The only thing that changed was the ending, depending on if you killed your uncle or let him live.
Yeah.
So if you let him live, the uncle was just like, the samurai are going to hunt you down. That's what they're going to do. They're going to hunt you down. If you kill him, he's just like, just to let you know, son, he said, son, they're going to still hunt you down for what you did. So, I mean, it's still kind of like up in the air, but
So to throw a wrench in all that, I feel like the way that it's ended, it's already like sides have been chosen. There's no reason to have a morality.
But I
thing.
think in the next one, with the story going forward, they should have a morality system in place.
Well, with all speculation, I would think it would be like a notoriety thing. So, like, if you do certain things, citizens and towns will love you and help you. But if if you do things that they don't like, they'll be like, "Oh, we don't like you. We know who you are. You should leave this town."
That's interesting.
That's cool.
That could be interesting.
Now I have to hide from the public because I have to complete a mission here or whatever, and like just to save them, regardless if they like me or not.
Stress on me.
Yeah, that would because like you are the ghost now. Like there is no morality. Like he's made his choice. Like the whole point of this game was to figure out where he lands, and they should have went harder on that. And they didn't.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What if you play a different character? And you don't play Jin Sakai.
I don't like that.
But he's part of the experience. But like he's already down that path, and then you then come in as like a new character.
Oh.
Could you be?
I know.
I don't like that.
You're a black samurai.
I don't like that. I don't like coming because I want to continue the story. This game, the sequel's
agree.
not coming out until 2025, and they're planning on making the movie around the same time frame that the game is supposed to drop.
Oh, did you hear Eli Roth is going to direct you?
Son of a
Kill me now. But like, I want to see Japan fully because we're just an island off of Japan.
Okay.
So
That would be pretty sick.
I want to see like what they did with Tsushima is fucking phenomenal. It's beautiful. And like I told you guys before, I never use my horse because I run around and enjoy the environment. It puts me in that world.
Yes.
So you just neglected your horse to let him die.
Should they have a full map of Japan for the next game?
I think
and
so.
blow their load? Or
I don't
should
know
they
if
like
they can.
I know, right? Or should they have like half of the map that you get to traverse for a
DLC
game?
is the second.
And then the second half is like the
DLC,
final
that'll be
act.
good.
Well, the final act would be game 3, and they have to
Okay.
go to the other half. And you have both halves.
I don't know.
Because it's a lot.
Japan's big.
I know.
Yeah.
For the small little island that it is compared to the rest of the continents, it's huge.
I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. Like,
I just feel like you don't want to blow your load on the next game.
yeah,
Because then, like, unless the next game is the last iteration,
right.
It can't be.
right? I would assume they'd do
But
3 games, assuming the story allows
I
it.
do like the fact of recruiting people, but I don't think how the story is going with Jin, I don't think he would do that.
I mean,
Right.
he probably wants to grow a group of
No.
ghosts that go in.
There's something
I
to
don't know his actual story. So
the hard part for me with the co-op and all that stuff is like there's something to the lone wolf. I don't like playing with lone wolves usually, but in this game, like there's something to like the lone adventure person who's out there to kind of discover himself and figure himself out, and like he's on his own personal journey through all of this, and it's like
They do so well.
adding another person or a recruit of people. It just seems like it would take away from that idea. Like I don't know, it might feel a little too different.
No.
But I mean, it did work a little bit in Assassin's Creed when they did add in the Brotherhood. Like that wasn't too bad. But
well, like I was saying, like I feel like he figured out who he was. Like
Yeah.
he is the ghost. But that's just me.
yeah,
That's why I
that's
tell
true.
him,
Yeah,
He accepted it, but I'm curious, like, that's another thing we have to, like, figure out as well. It's just, like, the decision you made at the end.
Yeah.
Did you kill your uncle or did you not? And what
Yeah.
story they're going with it with that. I know there was supposed to be,
it
like,
seems
a
there's
system
similar
here.
outcomes.
It is, but if your uncle's still alive and he was planning on, like,
Yeah. But I think they'll take like the
I
ending
think
that
they will take him killing his uncle because that's what his uncle wanted.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
think
bet.
That's what I
that
did.
is the true ending. No matter like him deciding to be more of a ghost than a samurai, I think that's the true ending because he respected his uncle that much.
Yeah.
And it's just like, fuck, man. Oh, give me a second. Okay, but like, that's a lot. That's a lot. There's just so many key moments. The story is phenomenal, and I just don't.
That's good.
I don't know.
There's a lot to live up to.
I know.
That's what scares me.
It's like, yeah, where do they go from here?
But
What do
no
they- how
matter
do they
what,
continue?
if they come out with a Ghost of when they come out with a Ghost of Tsushima 2, I think it's going to be better than Assassin's Creed Shadows. hands down.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, they already shot themselves in both feet at this point. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they live up to it. They can't live up to this game. I'm sure they have some fun moments here and there, but yeah, just the amount of detail and thought put into every action and design choice
Yeah.
is top 10.
But
10 out of 10.
I really want to see a crafting system for the next one.
That'd
I
be
don't want
nice. You do?
any. I do.
Oh,
But crafting as in like crafting more weapons and stuff like that on the fly. I don't want to see like a survival aspect to it because
No.
they introduced that into the third act a little bit until you found the flame sword. I want to see the morality system in place because like with this game, I've played it so many different fucking times. And I know the outcomes of fucking both endings, but I want to see like what if like the conversation pieces that you have with each side character, like talking to them about their past and stuff like that. I want to see like if I made a choice, like, oh no, you're wrong about this, or no, you're right about this. I want to see that outcome and see how
Yeah.
that character is played out.
yeah, because this
when they're
game never
playing
really
with me.
had
They were
different
supposed to.
dialogues and stuff, right? It was just
No,
like
they
you
had
could.
different dialogues,
But I mean, it wasn't like
There was
nothing
no-
changed.
but
Yeah.
there was no
story.
like Mass Effect change to
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I want to see the Mass Effect change to it.
yeah.
It'd be great.
Which it's interesting though. I was listening to a podcast one day talking about the. Well, actually, it was what's his name? Fuck. He wrote one of the writers of Rogue One.
Okay.
Ooh,
Shit.
What do you say?
Anyway.
yeah. Just say what he said.
Yeah. So he also worked on Telltale's Walking Dead, the first season.
Oh, nice.
So he was one of the writers on that.
Hell yeah.
And he's been on the Kind of Funny podcast for a while. But he was talking about how when they were making choices, like narrative choices and stuff like that, it was interesting how things would play out with like they would do play testing, and they needed to make sure that all decisions were like a 50-50 kind of situation. So when they play tested it, if one thing was like 75 or 100% chosen by the play testers, they would shift that in some capacity. But there was always this one character that everybody was like, oh, I hate this character. I hate this character. I wish he was dead. And then they added into the game an opportunity to where you could kill him straight up, and like nobody did it. And they just thought that was so funny of like, at the end of the day, what the results were is that as much as there's morality choices in a game, most players always default to the good path. Like they're always going to do that. So it's like kind of that question of like, should he do it because of the fact that happens? But I think the ability of it being there is kind of interesting and intriguing for
And then
people.
you would find out who the psychopaths are.
The big thing about like the first game, they were supposed to have it in there, and that's why like when you play through it, you have choices in conversation dialogue.
Yeah.
But they took it out because they were like, Jin, how the story's going, Jin wouldn't do this. So they based it around the character. But I kind of want to like, let's go beyond that. I get it. Like each side mission helped develop this character that we have at the end. But I kind of want to like, especially how many times I played it. Don't get me wrong, it's a fucking phenomenal story, but I kind of want to like experience that.
I mean, replay
no matter
value.
if it's like super fucking bad.
Yeah. Replay value would be through the roof at that point.
Yeah.
Because then you could try different things out
Because
and see where you land.
With the Infamous, it was super fucking bad whenever you went fucking full on bad, you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of want to like, but I'm curious how the story's going to progress if they're going to like start off like, maybe he did kill his uncle. Maybe he didn't. Is his uncle still alive?
True.
All this other jazz. So
Gary Whitta, that was the writer.
Gary Whittle.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where the story's going to go, honestly, because I'm trying to envision like what it would be like if they did like full blown Japan kind of thing, and I worry there's a scope creep situation that scares me with this game, in that they go too big, and then it's like Red Dead Redemption 2. I've had a hard time getting into that game because of how fucking big it is, and it like pulled me away from it. I want to get back to it, but it's just like this world. these guys did Ubisoft better than Ubisoft's ever been able to do, which is kind of crazy. Where it's like it's big enough, and there was enough. Like I always felt excited to explore new areas, but none of the areas, it's like you play like an Ubisoft game, and it's like, oh, you go from like desert to snow to like woodsy areas like real fast. This game also had that, but somehow it felt natural and real. Like not to that extreme, but like it had those different types of environments as you navigated that I thought was really smartly designed. And I'm just like, I'm nervous to see them go bigger. I feel like this was such a finely crafted space that I'm like, I don't want them to lose all of that. But it's going to be bigger
I think,
at the end of the day. So
I think what's happened is that, back in the day, correct me if I'm wrong, like you would play the main game for something, and there's side quests and stuff. But then after you beat the main game, for open world games, like you could go back and do a bunch of stuff, right? Yeah. Like why not have it where there's some side quests and things that you can do, but once you beat the main campaign, the more things open up in the world. So if people still want to continue playing, like you have that stuff available, not shove it all in right out of the gate, where it's just like, okay, I have 10 million things to do alongside the campaign. Which I see the points for both.
Yeah, because I've also heard some interviews of people that said that historically speaking, like people don't ever finish the game. Most people don't finish the game after they beat it and roll credits. Yeah. They just don't explore. So if you don't have that stuff on the front end, it's not going to get played as much. So that's why they tend to like. I think that I would love for that idea to be the thing, but even me, it's like I still had a bunch of shit to do in Ghost of Tsushima. But once I rolled that credits, I rolled that credits, I'm gonna stop now.
I was the same way, yeah, and especially on those like side, like finding charms or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. I was just pretty much done because the world didn't feel like it was empty after that.
Yeah, there was no conflict.
Run into some people every once in a while, but like it was nothing.
I do think it would be interesting though, because like you were talking about like the co-op aspect of it. I don't know if I personally want like a co-op for like the main story stuff, but I think it would be really interesting if you could drop in friends into the world to do like attacking all those Mongol camps and stuff like that, and have a friend there to just run around and explore. But if you have a main story piece to it, it would just like,
I think they need to expand more on the Legends thing.
Yeah,
the story like an actual, because there was like 5 or 6 missions with like you can play with friends,
two
and
people.
Then after that it was just like
the repetitive
shit, defend. But I think if they expand more on that, it'll be fucking phenomenal. Like have like a true co-op mission experience, almost like Ghost of Recon, where you just fucking run into Japan and just clear out areas.
Well, that could be the B story after you finish the campaign.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's like, oh, okay, now like co-op's available, so you can pull in any friend from anywhere in the story if you wanted to do it. Just like in Spider-Man, the first one for PlayStation 4.
What about it?
What they had that. Who's the group that comes in to try to like do martial law in the city? I forget their name. Sable.
Oh, Sable.
Sable. You know how like they come in, so like, oh, I've been clearing out stuff here and there.
Like Spider-Man had multiplayer.
No.
That got canceled.
So, yeah. No, in that game when they had Sable come in, they have different checkpoints, and it's like, oh, well now you can. Now like the city's full of stuff to do again. Right. So it could be something like that, where it's like, oh, the Mongols have come back and taken over these camps, so you and your friends can take them out.
I think also, you guys said you wouldn't like you playing another character as a main story. I mean, I think it would be interesting if like you had Jin Sakai's story, but then when you're playing in the co-op, it's like you step in the shoes of another set of characters, maybe it's 2 or 3 characters.
Cool. Yeah.
And then there's a side story there that goes along the main story component. Actually, that would be kind of interesting. It's like you progress your main story. Well, now it would be kind of weird with your different friends, but like it would be cool to have different bases you can unlock.
Almost
and
like how
take
GTA
down
5
stuff.
does it. You're in the same universe, but you have the different characters.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Because I really enjoyed playing Legends.
Oh yeah,
with you guys.
So fun.
So fucking fine.
That'd be cool to develop 3 characters in one game, and then the last act is all of them coming together.
Yeah.
Kind of like No Way Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love Jen's development in this game and how him doing different things just like affected their environment and affected the people semi around them. But I want to see that more whenever you're progressing through the game with the sequel.
Can we just talk about how awesome Sucker Punch is? I mean, like,
Yeah.
kudos to that team.
What
you know?
other game? Like,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just
they're
like
awesome, but what other game besides Infamous and
That's true.
Thievius Raccoonus?
that's what I mean. I mean, it's fantastic.
Like,
Infamous was great. Not the best.
they need to come
It was
out with
great.
another Infamous.
I did like Infamous
Jesus
though.
Christ, I love Infamous.
Let's do Ghost of Tsushima 2, and then we'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
25, baby, and a movie.
And a movie.
I heard Santa Monica's working on new IP.
Shut the front door.
Open that front door, bro. It's open.
Yeah, they need to stop with God of War at this point.
Which I'm excited. Like I want
Yeah, no,
I want
I'm
to see them
excited
do
as well.
something different. Like, I love God of War, but it's like, yeah, you don't need to, you know, it's nice to see them kind of spread their wings. But yeah, they're
Yeah.
supposedly working on a new IP right now. So that'd be kind of cool.
Concordia.
Concordia 2.
Let's hope not.
But no, Ghost of Tsushima, hands down, if you own a PlayStation 5 or it's on Steam now, right?
Yeah.
Get this game. Like, fucking get this game.
I kind of want to play it now.
Right?
I hate you.
I love you. Hey, we can play Legends again. We can
Oh,
stream that.
that's what I want to do.
Shit.
That's
We
what
can
I wanna
stream
do.
some Legends, dude.
That'd be pretty cool.
Okay, I want to download this so I can refresh my combat skills.
Man, this
So
game,
rusty.
This game came out 4 years ago and looks better than Dragon Age Veilguard.
Dude, there's something about that Velgar trailer that we just watched that just looks off, graphic wise.
It's just the art style, man. It's too cartoony looking.
Yeah.
Just bad.
But I'm not gonna lie, if you guys want a like amazing single player gaming experience, is this game.
Yeah.
So is this your goat?
Oh, it's always been my goat.
Okay.
Every year, every fucking year,
year.
this is my goat.
All right, fair enough.
Like
fair
hands fucking down. There's no other game that has topped this. Like, okay, you guys name a better game than Ghost.
enough. God of War will always be my goat.
Okay, Brett. Name a game that is better than this.
Call of Duty.
No. I don't know. I
Test Unlimited. Name
you
a
just
better
say-
game.
That's offensive. You just said Drive Test Unlimited.
Yeah, I
it's
did.
Test
Yeah.
Drive Unlimited.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
He's trying to
Bro.
offend you.
Wow.
Name a better game.
I don't know. I don't think I have one.
Like, what's a good story?
Because I mean,
any game.
for me, like the best story.
Baldur's Gate 3.
He could.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I mean, I love Baldur's Gate 3, but I may like this one better. I don't know. It's tough. I think the story is better in this than Baldur's Gate
Last
3.
of Us. There's
No, I don't
No,
count Last of
not
Us.
Last
no.
of Us.
Uncharted. I feel like
No,
Good.
Yeah,
Uncharted's
I think
great,
this is
but
better.
I think
Mass
this is better.
Effect 2.
For me, like I always harken back to Red Dead Redemption 1.
Okay.
Oh,
But
Yeah, that's good.
the open world is better in this. The experience of the open
Right.
world is better. Obviously, there's time there,
Time
but
frame.
like
Time frame.
I think Red Dead Redemption 1, like this game, I feels closest to Red Dead Redemption 1 as far
Yeah.
as like it accomplished. They got the assignment.
They
did it right. You
fucking
know,
pulled a lot of it from Red Dead Redemption.
100%. Yeah, they knew what they were doing. They captured the
see it now.
the essence of that space.
That's why
you
their
know?
cutscenes that got that weird, just like wide shot that moves.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I hate that. I just despise that in this game.
Like,
It's
what
like,
did you say? What was better than this?
God of War 2018.
I can't. Fucking, they're on par with me.
Yeah,
But I think I can replay it. Well, 10 times. Nope.
I feel
This
like you
one's-
play
This
this
is
more.
better than
yeah,
God of
for
War.
you, this is definitely
This is
your
better
game.
than God of War.
I think it's better too, just because I think they were able to. I mean, they did an open world incredibly well with that story,
Yeah.
whereas like God of War is very linearly path, and
Yeah.
stuff. So I don't know. It's good shit.
no other game you think It's better than Ghost.
Battlefield 20.
I mean, do you want me to have a better game?
I do. I kind of want to like get your
Challenge me
vibe.
or something?
Not challenge you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your vibe, Brett?
I mean, I was even thinking like I love like BioShock and stuff like that, but I still think this is better.
I swore you would say Mass Effect or something.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, I like Mass Effect a lot. I love Mass Effect, but there was nothing wrong with this game in my book. That's what I'm saying. It's like I can't be like, hey, like this was fucking stupid, like the crafting thing. But even that was like they did such a good job at making it easy that I was like, I can run my horse and just press R2 as I'm running by. You know, like even Horizon Zero Dawn did that wrong, and I was like, I have to get off my freaking horse or my robot thing to like pick this shit up. Like, come on. So it's
Okay. I'm gonna replay this with the thought that this is supposed to be like Red Dead. And this might change my
it.
world.
We're gonna play Legends.
Oh, we're gonna play Legends.
Legends.
I'm ready for it.
Oh my god!
Last time we talked about this, I think I was like, we need to play Legends again because it's so fun.
Dude, I'm so down to play Legends.
Yeah. And if you think about it as the full package too, it's like, I mean, although Red Dead 1 did come out with his Undead Nightmare, which I never played, but I heard was amazing. But I mean, like literally, like that we have to go back that far for me to think of anything that can compare to this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So
For you, yes.
oh yeah, I mean,
I spent $100.
God of War is
God
fine.
of War, come on, man. God of War. I
God of War is great, but
I don't know what else is out there. Uncharted was good. I mean, Last of Us was amazing.
yeah.
But there hasn't.
But they're not
been a
open
game
world. Those aren't
since-
But see,
open worlds.
Last of Us was like the story.
Yeah.
Like that was like gameplay was like, it's pretty
Yeah.
good, you know.
But
in
there
places,
hasn't been a
but-
game since this game has came out that
This
has
could
been
be-
better.
Okay.
Uncharted 4 was really good. Though.
I mean, Red Dead 2.
no,
No, this came out after Red Dead 2.
Right.
But I meant like ever since this
Oh,
game,
yes.
Ghost of Tsushima
Yeah, you can't.
has came out, you can't compare it to any other game.
No, yeah. Can't hold a candle to it.
All right, so I'm gonna
That's
wrap
it.
this up, y'all.
Yeah, we should.
Ghost of Tsushima, GOAT for the world.
The world for every year.
Jason has played it 10 times
I
now.
love this fucking
I feel like
game.
there's going to be, by the time we talk about this game next year, when they announce
another
the
10
new
times.
Ghost of Tsushima 2, it'll be
I'm
like
gonna lose
15
my fucking
times.
Shit.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be crazy. You know what's really funny? Just to kind of wrap it up, when this game first was announced,
Yes.
and like I was like, this is not my game. I'm not going to like this game. I'm not going to play it because it reminded me so
Did we
much.
convince you to play it?
Probably.
I feel like-
you two convinced me to play
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. So I was the
After
hyped
listening
one.
to the
Yeah,
podcast, I was
that's
just
right.
like, okay, I want to play this game.
because
Look at you now.
I know,
this
look
game
at me now.
originally, when I saw it previewed, it reminded me it was gonna be like more of a From Software kind of game.
Oh, yeah.
is what was in
Yeah.
my head. Like, and that's what I was worried about. I was like, damn, this is gonna. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And then it came out, and I was like, oh, it's not that at all. It's still hard. You know, it's one of the harder. Like, you know, just getting used to the combat scenarios and the parrying and all that stuff. But like, it's good. It's really good. So yeah, Ghost of Tsushima 10 times over. Will it be better than Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Hard to say, you know.
To be
I mean,
determined,
they're
but,
so
you know.
much alike.
I will make that comparison. Yeah.
Think you have to. So let us know what you thought about Ghost of Tsushima. Is it one of your favorite games of all time? How does it rank up against all the other open world games that are out there, against all the other story based, just action adventure games? Love to hear your comments.